with this day of good mood, humor and jokes. I thought, which funny topic should I choose that is dedicated to the Fool's Day? I saw on TV a short TV broadcast about funny professions. I got interested and I searched in the internet and found the full list of professions in Ukrainian classificator that are really funny. To begin with, I will translate some of them into Russian because it's unique on the language of original. The first one, agronomist of aerodrome, agronom aerodroma. Can you imagine what agronomists can do on aerodrome? Probably to plant some trees or potatoes on the street where flies are taken off. Who knows? Then, cooker of the fur pieces. Варщик шубного лоскута. So ladies, who of you has fur coats? Now you know what to do with them. You should boil them. Then, the rider of blessed furnace. Верховой доменной печи. This is a real profession. So, you can ride a furnace now. Chief master of cognac. Cheers. Very good profession. Then, divider of lace. Делильщик кружев. Demonstrator of plastic poses. Демонстратор пластических поз. Probably I'd like to have such profession to stay all day long in the pose or change it in 1 minute and do nothing all day long. Then two of professions that I really don't know what it is. Brigadier of Mall Yard, бригадир двора изложниц, and engineer-лесопатhologist, инженер-лесопатолог. This is a real profession from the Ukrainian classificator. Then, tester of paper bags. Probably they mean tester of paper bags in the airplane. Испытатель бумажных мешков. Tester of the rings. Испытатель колец. I guess that is taken from the Lord of the Ring. And Mr. Mordor made my ring almighty. I always thought that a calculator is device for counting, and a sail is a kind of vessel. But calculator и парусник is a real Ukrainian profession. Then, motorist of mechanical spade. Моторист механической лопаты. I never knew that a spade has a motor. Now I knew this. For those of you who like sweets, this profession will be the best. A roller of cranberry. Обкатчик клюквы. After I wrote this profession, I actually went to the supermarket and found this very old, unique USSR sweet. It still there is cranberry rolled in sugar. Then, dietetic nurse. Сестра медицинская, диетическая. Very good for your health. And the last but not the least, educated secretary. Ученый секретарь. Probably there is uneducated secretary for another reason. So, a lot of these professions are out of date now. Out of date. But, what do you think? What is the oldest profession in the world? I know you're laughing, but you're wrong. It is not. Listen to the joke. One day, a doctor, a civil engineer, and a consultant were arguing whose profession is the oldest in the world. The doctor began. In Bible it says that the God created Eve from the rib of Adam. So it was the first chirurgy operation, surgery operation. So I'm a doctor and my profession is the oldest in the world. But civil engineer interrupted him and said, you know, but even earlier in the Bible it states that the God created the order of heaven and earth from the chaos. So it was the first and the most experienced project of civil engineering. So doctor, you're wrong, my profession is the oldest in the world. And then consultant laid back on his chair and said, oh, do you know who was the first who created this chaos? So, the profession of the consultant is one of the oldest in the world. Let's see the funny list of what consultant might do. You might be a consultant if you ask a waiter what the restaurant's core competencies are, because you don't have time to visit restaurants at all. You think that it's actually efficient to write a 10-page paper with 6 other people you don't know. My husband used to be a consultant of marketing. That's why I know that it's really true. They are writing the final report only his own part, but the other 10 or 6 people, 5 to 7 minutes.
Yes, it is 7.
Okay. It's really that each member of this team writing his own part. Then, you might be consulting if you decide to reorganize your family into a team-based organization. It could be wrong because he tried to do this with me, but he did it wrong. So we joked to this thing. An efficiency consultant finished his speech with such sentence. Don't try to use these techniques I told you at home. One member of auditory asked, but why? Expert answered, you know, I watched for ages my wife preparing me breakfast. She was going from the fridge to the table, then to the oven, handing just one thing at one time. And I told her, you're wasting your time. Try to be more efficient. Bring at least 2 things at one time. And the voice from the auditory asked again, did it help? Oh, actually yes. It took my wife 20 minutes to make me a breakfast. Now it took me 10 minutes to make it myself.